So this is Epic Sketch Time 2016, number 6. My name is James Stowe. I'm a web cartoonist and illustrator, and for the next hour or so, I'm going to be drawing somewhat epically with these lovely people. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mark Monlux, creator of The Comic Critic and The Return of Stickman.
My name is Pat McEwen. I draw a little comic called The Devil and Mr. Gandhi.
All right. And as usual, we're not going to draw any particular theme. We're just going to draw whatever we would normally be drawing. In this case, I think I'm actually going to be working on my webcomic, Sidekick Quests, for the evening. But other people might be drawing other things. What are you guys drawing tonight?
Well, I'm just putting away a project. I'll show it up on the screen right now. This is a new client of mine. My strip, The Adventures of Stickman, have gained corporate attention. So I have businesses that like the nice, simple style of me drawing stick figures for them. And so this is what I was drawing today.
I happen to be drawing a coconut drink illustration.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Is it a drink inside a coconut?
A drink served inside of a coconut.
Gotcha. So is anything going on with you guys that we should know about?
I won't be here next week.
You will not be here next week?
I am gone the entire week next week. I'm flying to Maryland to do a graphic facilitation for Rockwell Columns.
Oh, cool.
So I have no idea what it's going to be about. They never let me know until I get there. And usually I can't talk about it afterwards, so... Just want to give you a heads up that you may want to query Bill to find out if he's going to be there, because I know that he takes the occasional day off from Epic Sketch Time to go to one of his other groups. It just might be you and Patrick, and maybe somebody else.
Am I losing everyone this week? Is that what's going on? Perhaps.
Looks like Deanna has joined the group.
Oh, great. Good evening. Oh, apparently Bill is here as well. But he is muted. They're both muted.
Maybe they're having a hard time getting on. I know that Bill was having a hard time getting on last week. Oh, there's Bill.
Yeah, sorry, it was weird. I wasn't getting any notification that the forum was open, but this was only listed as a conversation on the side, but the event itself didn't appear to have been opened.
Huh.
I got a notification from the bottom Hangouts thing saying, hey, there's a Hangout, you're invited.
Yeah, I didn't do anything different this week than I normally do when it comes to inviting people. But I know that we've had some pickups in the past.
Bill, we've each introduced ourselves and mentioned our comics. Why don't you do the same?
Okay, I'm Bill Morse. I do a little comic strip called Rhapsodies. And currently I'm finishing this one here. Pretty much I've done everything except tweaking the dialogue and putting in backgrounds. Oh, and that's more apparent if I put on the show. Try that again. Yeah, essentially just all I need to do is finish word balloons and add backgrounds.
Can someone take over for me? I'm digging around in files, and I've got the main screen. I don't know how to turn that off.
I see what you mean.
Thank you, Stowe.
Yeah. And it looks like Deanna is also working on a webcomic, although she's still muted.
Are you feeling better today, Stowe?
I am feeling much better right now. I have taken some ibuprofen. I'm sure that helps. But I'm just, I've got a cold. And I'm surprised it's the first one I've gotten, considering I have two children. Uh, but I haven't been sick in a long time, and this is the first time in a couple of days I've been sick. Yesterday was rough. At one point, I just laid around with a guinea pig on my chest in hopes that that would make me feel better.
Sorry, literal guinea pig is in the kid's pet?
A literal guinea pig, yes. My children have recently purchased 2 guinea pigs and brought them into our house.
Ah.
Now,
They
you
are
guys
adorable.
have cats as well, right?
I have 2 very large cats, in fact, and now 2 guinea pigs, which are very tiny because they are only a month old. And the cats are currently interested in the guinea pigs, but not as a snack, as far as we can tell. We're just like, what the heck is that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Have you invested in those plastic roll balls yet?
You know what? Guinea pigs aren't supposed to be in those things.
Oh, they're not.
No, that's not. I guess it is unsafe for guinea pigs. Apparently, they're a lot like dachshunds in that they have very long, ill-supported spines. So it's best that they either move around on their own or are kept in your hands most of the time.
What
I will say
possessed your children to go out and get guinea pigs?
Well, my daughter this year asked Santa for a hedgehog. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want a hedgehog. But the belief system around here in our house is that Daddy and Santa have had quite a grudge over the years. And Santa Claus will pretty much give the kids whatever they ask for, just to spite their father. It involves me being turned into a monkey. There's a huge story surrounding the affair. But needless to say, they tend to ask Santa Claus for stuff they know that their parents will not give them. And this year it backfired on us because she asked for a hedgehog, which is not an animal we wanted to bring into the house. So I offered her a deal. I said that she could get a guinea pig if she did not send that letter to Santa Claus. She agreed, and boom, we were obligated to get her a hedgehog. And then her brother was like, wait a minute, if she's getting a hedgehog, I also want a hedgehog. And it turns out that hedgehogs are very social animals and enjoy being in groups. So 2 hedgehogs were the way to go.
Wait a minute, I'm missing something here. I thought you said you weren't going to have hedgehogs.
No, I said I didn't want hedgehogs, but I wanted hedgehogs. Wait a minute. I didn't want hedgehogs slightly less than I didn't want Wait, I did. I screwed it all up. I didn't want a hedgehog. I wanted guinea pigs were okay, so we ended up getting guinea pigs. Did I mess
Okay.
up the story up?
That's
Everybody,
what I thought. That's what I thought you meant, but you were going in a tangent that I'm going. Wait a minute. So you're having 2 hedgehogs and 2 guinea pigs,
well,
or
we just have the 2 guinea pigs,
okay?
and they're adorable. And I'm glad I don't have a hedgehog. I once owned a hedgehog, and it was not my favorite rodent.
They're not rodents.
A hedgehog isn't a rodent? How is it not a rodent?
They're insectivores.
That could explain why my hedgehog did not like me. But they're technically not of the rodentia family.
They're
I just pulled that out of my butt. I don't know if that's the
they're
idea.
explicitly not a member of Rodentia.
Huh. Who knew? I did not know that.
I think you're getting them mixed up with porcupines. That happens.
If
Well,
I
I
can,
did actually own a hedgehog, whether it was a rodent or not.
if I could direct your attention to my screen,
Yes, please save me from this conversation.
what I have here is a rat monkey
What?
from Dead
Oh,
Alive.
yeah. Wait, that's from is Dead Alive?
Yeah, I think yeah, Dead Alive.
So were those a hand puppet originally, or?
No, it's a practical special effects.
Uh-huh. Well, a hand puppet is a very practical special effect.
Well, certainly somebody was, shaking it off the end of a stick.
Uh-huh.
It meant an extremely gruesome end in the movie, but then again, it was a very gruesome creature to begin with. What color should I put in the background? What I typically do is I have a base color, and then I put another color over the top of it as a very dark color, and that very dark color I then put a blend layer on, so I can control how much I want that darker color to impose in on the lighter color.
Well, for that shade of pink, I'd go with a blue or something similar.
Oh yeah, blue would be nice. Do you have a set background color?
No, I've been just moving. I thought about doing 4 sets of background colors to cover the 4 different faces, but when I tried to apply that, it turned into a nightmare, so it wasn't really working very well.
Oh.
So I've been just doing backgrounds that I think work well with a lot of these images. And there's a lot of purples and reds and greens and reds, and it's just all over the map.
I see.
So let's start with a blue then. Oh, I should show you the background I did for the Milpitas monster, which was the topic of last week.
That was the one that looked like a bat-winged man thing.
That's correct.
The Swamp Thing ripoff.
Yes. So that's what I finally went with.
Ooh. That really bright yellow bit down by his claw is very distracting.
You would make it a little bit more gloomy then.
I would, unless that's where you want to draw the eye to.
Yeah, away from the top where the monster is really horrible designed. Yeah, I mean,
Okay, well, if that's the case, it's a great job. You're doing a wonderful job there.
let's see if I'll try a different.
I do like, man, you've got some nice light green edging going on the on the edges of the arm and the torso. That is really nice.
Oh, thank you.
I like that you didn't do it on the left leg, because that kind of helps it retreat. Well, that's definitely a coconut, Patrick.
What is happening there?
I want something I didn't, as an off thing, didn't get a chance to show anybody my little something I did for the Super Bowl weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, right here.
Who for? Or just for yourself?
What?
Did you do it for anyone? Oh, that's nice.
Just for my blog, and just as a nice running gag for the weekend.
Are those two superb owls?
Yes, that's correct.
They are quite superb. Did you build that star field, or is that just a...
Just generic sky that I clipped on and ran through a soft focus to be on the safe side.
Okay.
So here's my lower level blue. And over the top of that, I'm putting a much darker complementary color. Then I throw a mask on that, and I then do a blend.
Oh, that works.
And then I go into the opacity on that layer, and I can lighten it up if I want it to be more blue. But I'm kind of liking how that works. What do you think, Stowe?
Give me 1 second. I definitely like the dark at the bottom, although your claws are getting lost a little bit.
Yeah, that's got a similar hue to them.
You know, what if you flipped it?
Oops, sorry. Yeah. And let's,
What is your black built with?
pardon me,
Ooh, I like that.
that right there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, like I said, what I do is I take, so that's, I have sort of like a dark red, black color, and then I did a gradation, and I have the opacity at 71% right there. That's it darker, so I lighten the opacity, and that's how it looks over the top of this base fill. And I found that to be the fastest way to do quick backgrounds on this, where I can go in and alter colors by sometimes hitting levels. And that's pretty much the same treatment I've been giving all the layers. Okay, well, if that's good, I'll leave it like that.
So,
Would you like to see cannibalistic humanoids underground dwellers?
oh heck yeah, show me some chud.
There we go.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I love the eye glow.
Oh,
I think I've seen you work on that one before.
here.
Yeah, all I'm doing at this stage of the game is going in and adding in background colors.
Yeah, yeah.
So, see who's next. Some of them I'm much more happy with than the others. So, this is my Sasquatch. Suggestions for a background color that's mainly brown. Should I go with a deep emerald forest green?
Yeah, I'd go with pine green. Or something darker like sap green.
Anybody else's thoughts?
Sorry, I was off getting coffee. I'm back. What was
I'm,
that now?
This is for the movie Sasquatch. I was thinking of maybe a dark green background for him.
Oh, that can work. That's a lot of earth tones. If you, as long as you did like a forest green or to an olive green or something like that, that could work.
Yeah, I think I'll go for that. You want to take over the screen again? I think I'm dominating, or is someone else on the screen?
It says I'm currently presenting to everyone, but who knows?
Okay. Because my screen says that I'm sharing to everyone.
Our screens are lying to us.
So I'll switch over to your screen. So I gather you didn't have a chance to go out yesterday and look for monkey shines?
I sadly did not. No, I was under the weather all day. I think I've lost my window of opportunity.
For those out there in YouTube land, Monkey Shines is an event that happens in Tacoma on the Chinese New Year's where various artisans have created art objects. It started off with glass balls because of Dave Chihuly's studios nearby. And people would go out and then find these glass balls and take them home and enjoy them. And other artists in recent years have been getting into the act and adding in their own monkey shine artworks. I've only found 2 monkey shines. I did find a glass ball in the Year of the Bull.
Nice.
And
So-
last year I found a piece of cardboard art in a little saran wrap. That was a very nice little image, but I can't remember what last year was. Last year the Year of the Ram or the Goat?
It would go.
And it's monkey shines every year.
It originally they did it 13 years ago now, 12 years ago, and it was the Year of the Monkey that year as well. So they just called it Monkey Shines, and I think they just stuck with that name.
Okay, for a second I was wondering if I was being pedantic or not.
But I've been very lucky. We found balls. We found 4 balls and 2 medallions over the years. Now, when I say found, one year I opened my front door, and on my porch was a ball, an orb. So that doesn't really count. I just happened to be very lucky that someone was being generous.
I was really lucky because I found my orb at the local library here, which is, I'm way out in Fern Hill, which is not downtown Tacoma. And I was returning a library book that moment, and I thought someone had left like a beer bottle in the corner next to the door. I went to go toss it away, and then as I got closer, I realized, hey, this is a monkey shine ball. Woohoo!
Oh, that's cool. Now, I know that the park near you is a popular spot.
Oh, really?
Is it what's the park called? Is it Wapato?
Yeah, Lake Wapato.
Yep, that is a popular spot for glass.
Well, had I known, I might have made an effort yesterday to get out, but I was just so busy yesterday.
Yeah, I went out Sunday just on the hopes that maybe I would have found something. Somebody would have put something out early. And one of the kids I was with found a marble, which is cool. And I dropped off some cartoon art for people to find. And I know at least one person found some of that. Next year, I think I might actually create some stickers, like a sheet of stickers to put out. I think that'd be cool. Heck, I would urge Claw to do it. I think that'd be a good thing for Claw to participate in. Oh, did you see the revival poster?
I did. It looks very good. Do you have the event created for that yet?
I do not have an event created for it. That's a good point. I should make that. And I thought we would talk about it tomorrow night.
Okay.
So, has anyone seen the new X-Files?
I saw just one episode, one of the funny episodes. I only saw the last part of it. So I need to get caught up. My wife's not particularly thrilled with the X-Files this time. She used to watch it all the time with me back when, but it's just not grabbing her this year.
Wow. I liked it. We watched the current 3 episodes that were out yesterday, and it was definitely the X-Files. I thought the last one, the horny toad man funny episode, was pretty good. I liked some of the comedians that were on that particular episode.
Would you take a quick look at my Sasquatch?
Hmm.
Now, should it be a little lighter up top like this, or should I keep it dark like that?
Maybe.
I wouldn't do it dark. I would even lighten it up maybe a little bit more.
I'd go with the lighter. The darkness you have it right now makes me think it has a need to darken the figure. So
Now here's the background green. I think that needs to be a slightly lighter green.
or at least a cooler one.
I might even put some yellow into it, to be honest.
Okay, make it a little bit more limey, huh? Okay.
I wouldn't go lime.
Now you haven't actually seen this film, I'm assuming.
No.
It is a very, very dark film, and this is about, you get like 2 seconds of maybe kind of seeing a blurry face of Sasquatch.
I remember seeing the commercial for it growing up, and I remember being scared shitless of it.
The more popular one was, I think, the Monster Buggy Creek. But Sasquatch was the first to come out. So I have the yellow in that maxed out. So if
Let's
I
see.
lower down the
Wait.
cyan,
Wait. Stop what you're doing. Tell me the background layer is just on a different layer, and you don't have to select it every time.
I've got the color selected.
No, I know what you're doing. I just am stupefied as to why you're doing it.
It's sheer habit more than anything. You know, I don't need to do it, but I do it anyway.
Yeah, that would. I mean, you've got several layers going on there. See, now I would lighten up that color because that's like a brown, or at least looks brown now that you've added the yellow.
Hang on, let me. Well, it's a kind of a khaki green.
Yeah.
Khaki? What's the right word for that?
Khaki.
Khaki, if we're talking about the color.
Hey, do you see what Deanna's doing with her background color there? That's what you should do.
Okay.
Has anyone heard what the New Hampshire results are yet?
What?
The New Hampshire primary results? New Hampshire?
Last I checked, Sanders and Trump had won, and now it's on the Republican side. It's a fight for third place. Last I heard, it was Cruz had, for the time being, was at the moment it's Trump, Kasich. It was Cruz third last I looked, and Rubio with an embarrassing fourth. Though Bush was third briefly. I don't know what it is at this moment. Though after his performance on Sunday, I'm taking sadistic pleasure in watching Rubio getting pummeled.
Wait, what did he do on Sunday?
Christie made a complete fool of him by accusing him of using canned statements, and Rubio defended himself by using the canned statement 3 more times. And his campaign has been followed around by people in robot suits ever since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
It would be better if they weren't being assaulted by the Rubio supporters, but yeah.
Yeah, that tends to be a trend with the Republicans this year.
So what do you think about this?
All right, let me see.
That looks good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, I'll go with that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, we briefly had somebody, and then he quickly left. I don't know what his name was because it was a kanji. It could have been, I invited, let's see, somebody new this week. I invited naughty art, not spelled, more like nautical. It could have been them, or Marcus Anderson was new. I invited them as well. Does anyone know either of them?
I don't believe so. I've been making an effort to plug it as much as possible on several of the forums I'm on, but it doesn't seem to have been. I don't see, other than a handful of people putting likes on it, I haven't seen any results.
It's all right. I'm actually really happy with this week. It hits me drawing, and I'm enjoying the conversation. It's a nice way to spend this Tuesday evening. They
I'm
get more
enjoying.
people, great.
Beg pardon?
What's that?
I didn't catch the last part. What you said.
I
No,
said, and now, granted, if we get more people, that's great. But I'm all right with the people we got too.
Ugh.
Hey, Mark, have you heard anything more about that impromptu little convention thing in Great House Square?
I have heard nothing.
Yeah, me neither. I went ahead and told him that I am out.
You did
I
because
did.
they haven't been getting back to you with any information.
He has not, and to be honest, my schedule was filling up, and there were other things I could do that weekend. And since I hadn't heard anything from him, I just sent him a message saying that I was busy. Because it's like what, 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away, and I've heard
Really
zero
coming up
info.
that fast?
Huh?
What weekend is that?
It's the 27th, 28th, 27th, 28th, I'm pretty sure.
Man, and there's been no publicity about it.
Yeah, no, nothing. I've seen nothing.
Yeah, I'm coming back from a week-long thing, and I don't have to spend my week and hanging out there if it's just going to be the dead traffic. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that location is kind of a dead zone to begin with.
that might be worth sending just a thing saying, hey, I have not seen any PR work on this at all. Thinking about dropping out.
All right. Yeah, I was going to bring it up tomorrow too, because I
Hmm.
know several club members had agreed to do it. Oh, that reminds me. I recently just found out about the what's it called? The Lilac Con. It used to be known
Lilac,
as
yeah,
the Lilac City
heading over
Con.
with Matt Youngmark.
Wait, what's that?
I'm heading over with Matt Youngmark to do that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely might hit it. The price is great.
Well, sir, you might be out of luck unless you've already bought a table because last I heard they were 95% filled up.
Oh really? Yeah, I sent off something today. So
Now, if you don't mind sleeping on a roll-out couch or on the floor or sharing a bed with yours truly, might be able to get you into our. Oh man, I need a book a room. I haven't booked a room yet. Usually Matt leaves me to book the room, but I haven't done it yet.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we usually stay at this really cheap place on the edge of town. Because it's the only way I can afford it is by doing it with Matt. And last year he said he wasn't going to do it. And I thought about giving you a call and seeing if you were going to do it. But before I did, I checked in with you. Matt called me up and said that he wanted to do it, so.
No, there you go. Well, independent of that, I am going to do it. Well, at least if I can get in.
Is it Jesus Arellano? That's our contact for that?
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, hey, so I recently finished, let me see if I can bring him up. Recently finished some new Valentines for this year.
Oh, cool.
Let me open them up.
So this was Halo and Doctor Who, right? Anything
It
else?
was Portal and Doctor Who.
Right. Why do I keep saying Halo? Duh.
So here are, so back in 2013, I did these Valentines, which are Doctor Who villain Valentines, with really terrible puns.
That Centaurian is adorable.
Isn't he? Isn't he the cutest thing? I just love how short he is compared to everybody else.
These are all very cute.
Oh, that is awful.
Which one?
The ood pun.
Yeah. So this year I did the 12 Doctors. So here are I tried to keep the same style as the 2013 ones, and these puns are equally as terrible.
Hmm.
And then here is 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'd say I kind of screwed up the face of 6, but that guy was a weird looking dude.
Who? Colin Baker?
That was his name, right? Yeah. The really crazy one with the multicolored jacket.
Yeah.
I never watched his stuff.
He's generally regarded as the worst doctor, and most people go out of their way to forget about him.
And then the last 4.
The last Doctor has a very Nazi-looking feel to him.
I don't know if you've watched his seasons, but he is just a pain in the butt. I like him, don't get me wrong, but pain in the butt.
Yeah, I mean...
I think what's bugging me about that image, though, is the front of his hairline is almost squared off, and I think he's got a bit more of a bump in the front hair.
Oh yeah, like as a person. let me see. Do I have any of the? I don't think I have any of the reference stuff that I did. And then here's the portal ones. This is them without the dividers. Sometimes I do like one solid image and then I cut it up so that it looks like that. So
Yeah,
it
you were
turns
showing
into.
us that last week. It came
I
out
was I
very
was
nice.
actually drawing this one at Epic Sketch Time. Was it last week?
I think so.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I love doing these kind of solid images that chop up into the bits.
Still, will you take a look at my screen? I've got the Incredible Melting Man on here.
You haven't finished that one yet?
Well, I just need to do the background. I mean, he's just basically melting pink stuff.
Is
So,
the white of his shirt that's supposed to be white?
yeah, it is a very stark white. So the background, I need something.
You know, some nice toxic colors would be good.
A toxic color.
You know, like
Like a kind of
think
a.
of plastic. The like lime greens. Anything that you could usually turn fluorescent would be good.
Okay, hang
Uh,
on. Let me try.
Cautious yellow would be nice. All right, Pat, what is a choppy? He's not talking to me. Oh my God, one of my cats is literally stalking the guinea pig, and they don't seem to care. Hey, dude, knock it off. Hey.
Okay, so I'm thinking about going with this lime green color here on top, and then kind of throwing this a yellow layer and maybe a kind of a burnt umber layer, and kind of doing a cross blend between those two that are hitting in different directions.
I don't know how the burnt umber is. He's got such a bubblegum color to him. He really needs that kind of like
You think the more vivid, just straight yellow.
I do. I think you're going to really benefit from that, or even like a nice like electric blue.
Okay, something like
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
okay. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try a three color treatment. See how that works.
Now, have you done three colors on any of the other pieces yet?
Most of them have been two color blends, but this guy really needs something to pop him up a little bit.
Yeah, he's pretty much one color.
Some of them, some of the others I've done four color blends. You might remember the Terror Island one with the it had that big long snake thing coming out what looked like a turtle shell.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. I think. Do you have it?
Hang on, I'll pull it up.
Hey, has anyone here seen Hail Caesar yet?
Who?
See that again? You got a little lost there still.
Has anyone seen Hail Caesar yet?
Oh no, the trailer looks interesting.
I mean, I only want to see it because it's a Coen Brothers movie.
Wouldn't mind seeing it. I thought my wife would be interested in seeing it.
Yeah,
Some
I think.
Bill, did you say that that movie was being panned? No, my wife said that movie was being panned.
I hadn't heard it being banned.
But
Oh, really? Like it didn't get good reviews?
well, that's what I thought somebody said. But okay, so here's I'm taking over the screen. Here's the image for Terror Island, and I've got
Oh yeah, that thing.
yeah, that thing. So,
Wait, is that the background you're going for with that one?
yeah,
With for the Terror Island one?
you didn't like it, huh?
Well, it's just not. There's not a lot of interest to it overall.
Yeah, it was kind of in keeping with the movie, though, because there's a lot of grays. I mean, it's a very gray movie
All right.
in general. I think they were trying to make the things pop by having them in, like, on brown ground and on gray gravel and on out in the parking lot and in caves. It kind of has a dreary, wet look to it. So it's just kind of. I'm also going, well, gee, the background's done on that one. I'm just going to move along because, like I said, I just don't have time to really spend.
So you're done with all the drawing, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm just. And all the main figure coloring is done. I'm just doing the backgrounds right now.
It's in the background. Oh, Pat's out. Oh, he's gone. Here we go.
Well, it's 8:30.
Is it already?
Yeah, matter of fact, I should be going too, but I want to do this blend first. And
Yeah, I want to see your background first. Wow, I got very little done to that.
Yeah.
It's 8:30.
There. Great. I have to put Melting Man on my
Oh, it's an incredibly boring movie, Bill.
makeup book. And
Okay, Stowe, take a look
Uh-huh.
at it now. What do you think? Did we lose Stowe?
I kind of like the fact that it does that nice wheel shift from blue to green to yellow. I'm not sure how well it's integrating with the foreground. I'm not sure what you can do with that about that though.
I'm wondering if
I like it.
this green should be a little darker.
No, I wouldn't go darker with it. Maybe change the gradient direction.
Okay,
Go
so here's
up and down with it.
oops.
That actually is not bad. If you did the blue touching the white at the bottom and the yellow being the top, that might actually work.
Let me try that just a sec.
Yeah, that's nice. Because those blues are really playing with the pink well. And then it moves up to that yellow, which is really... I like that. I don't know about
Yeah,
anybody else.
I'll go ahead and stick with that. That works for me.
Cool. Yeah, that looks nice.
And it also has a nice 70s psychedelic look. So,
That'd make a great sticker.
gentlemen, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for your assistance.
All right, sure, no problem. Have a
And
great
Bill,
night.
if I happen to be,
You're not going to be here next week, is that correct?
that's right, I'm not going to be here next week.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Oy.
All right, is it about that time? Should I call it?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, well, this has been Epic Sketch Time. An hour of people drawing epically. Until next week, I will see everybody later. Bye-bye.